Every day, without signatures, witnesses, or written terms, you enter into contracts. They are not legal documents, yet they govern your behavior, limit your choices, and define your outcomes. These are unconscious contracts, agreements formed silently between your mind and the world. You did not negotiate them. You rarely remember consenting to them. Yet they influence how you work, love, obey, spend, fear, and hope. This documentary explores how these contracts are formed, why they persist, who benefits from them, and how they quietly shape modern life. These contracts are psychological, social, emotional, economic, and cultural. They are reinforced through repetition, reward, punishment, shame, and belonging. And once accepted, they become invisible. The earliest unconscious contract is formed in childhood, safety in exchange for compliance. As children, we learn quickly that approval, protection, and care are conditional. When we follow rules, we are rewarded. When we resist, we face withdrawal of affection, attention, or safety. This contract is not malicious. It is evolutionary. Children must learn norms to survive within a group. But the cost is internalized obedience. Over time, the child stops asking whether rules make sense. The rule itself becomes reality. This contract teaches a powerful lesson. To belong, you must conform. To be loved, you must perform. And to be safe, you must not question authority. School introduces a new agreement: time and attention in exchange for validation. Students trade curiosity for grades, creativity for correctness, and intrinsic motivation for external approval. The system conditions the brain to associate worth with evaluation. A high score becomes proof of intelligence. A low score becomes evidence of inadequacy. Over years, learning becomes secondary. Performance becomes primary. This contract follows individuals into adulthood. They seek certificates, titles, likes, and metrics, not mastery. The question quietly shifts from "What do I want to learn?" to "What will be rewarded?" Modern work demands more than labor. It demands identity. You unconsciously agree to define yourself by your role. What do you do? Becomes, who are you? In exchange for income and stability, many surrender autonomy, time, health, and meaning. Long hours are normalized. Burnout is reframed as ambition. Exhaustion becomes a badge of honor. This contract persists because it offers certainty in an uncertain world. The paycheck feels like security, even when the cost is invisible erosion of self. Advertising does not sell products. It sells contracts. It promises happiness, status, confidence, and belonging if you buy. The unconscious agreement is simple. You trade attention and money for temporary emotional relief. Each purchase becomes a small anesthetic against boredom, insecurity, or loneliness. Over time, desire is no longer self-generated. It is implanted. You stop asking what you need and start responding to what you are shown. Social platforms operate on a silent exchange. You provide data, attention, and behavior patterns. They provide validation, novelty, and connection. Likes become micro-approvals. Notifications become cues for self-worth. Algorithms learn your emotional triggers better than you do. This contract reshapes identity. You begin curating yourself for engagement. Authenticity is filtered. Silence feels like rejection. Many relationships are built on unspoken terms. You agree to suppress parts of yourself to maintain harmony. Conflict avoidance becomes emotional self-censorship. The fear of abandonment enforces compliance. Over time, resentment grows quietly. Love becomes conditional on staying small. Few people consciously negotiate boundaries. Most inherit patterns learned in childhood and repeat them unconsciously. Every culture offers protection and identity in exchange for belief. Traditions, norms, and taboos define what is acceptable. Questioning these rules risks exclusion. Therefore, most people internalize them without examination. Culture becomes invisible water. This contract explains why rational arguments rarely change beliefs. The cost of leaving the group feels too high. Fear-based contracts promise safety. Follow the rules. Trust the system. Do not deviate. In return, freedom is reduced. Risk is avoided. Potential is postponed. These contracts are reinforced by news cycles, authority figures, and collective anxiety. Institutions benefit from predictability. Markets benefit from consumption. Platforms benefit from attention. Power benefits from compliance. The more unconscious the contract, the more stable the system. Repetition normalizes behavior. Social proof validates it. Punishment discourages deviation. Over time, alternatives disappear from imagination. The mind prefers familiar discomfort over uncertain freedom. Lost creativity. Chronic anxiety. Identity confusion. Emotional numbness. Burnout. Most people experience the symptoms without seeing the cause. You cannot cancel every contract, but you can renegotiate them consciously. Awareness is the first act of sovereignty. Naming the contract weakens it. Ask different questions. Who benefits from this belief? What am I trading away? Did I choose this or inherit it? Agency begins where unconscious obedience ends. Conscious life is not easier, but it is yours. Freedom is not the absence of contracts. It is the ability to choose them. The most powerful forces shaping your life are not laws or leaders. They are agreements you never realized you made. When you see them, you gain leverage. And leverage changes everything.